those of us who are new to the show, this is your only local source for live alternative music, brought to you straight from the IUP campus studio. And folks, we have an awesome guest tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce her to you all right now. Her name is Summer. I don't know your last name, but Skillen.
Oh.
Summer Skillen, y'all. From what I understand, and I've been on the show for almost 3 years now, or this is my third year, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first time on the show. Is that correct?
That is correct. I am a freshman.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
Welcome.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm excited and ready to go.
How is college so far?
It's pretty good so far, you know. I like the freedom. I'm enjoying my classes. I really can't complain.
It's good to hear.
Going to open mic nights every Monday.
Yeah, how are you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was that something that you did back home, or are you from Indiana?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
what part of Pittsburgh are you from? I'm also
I'm from like
Pittsburgh.
the North Hills area, like 15
Oh.
minutes away.
I'm actually from Shaler.
downtown.
I have a bunch of cousins that go to
Oh.
North Hills.
I went to
Yeah.
Pine Richland, so.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, but I did a lot of like theater in high school as well. I did a lot of Shakespeare, but I also I would do open mics, and my singing teacher allowed us, people who wrote original songs, to put on like a recital for our friends and family. So I put together like 8 of my original songs and did a recital.
You
So,
said
yeah.
8?
Yeah.
You have 8 original songs?
Yeah, a little bit more than that.
Oh, more
Yeah.
than that.
You
Yeah.
put
Jeez.
together a whole album,
Jeez,
an,
yeah.
an
She's about to-
anthology.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So,
Man.
Yeah,
Do you-
something.
Sorry.
No, it's
finish
just
your
something
comment.
I really enjoy doing. Songwriting. It's just a
That's
cool way to express yourself, you know.
absolutely. I feel like it's something that I would be so bad at, because I'm speaking like original stuff, because it takes me forever to like compose anything original, like whether it be a piece of like just writing a paper or
But I will
like
say you're...
coming up.
I definitely cut you off.
No, please take it away from me.
I'd say you're super good at just like when we do mic checks, you just spat out great words. And even if they're not your own, they might be from something I just don't know, to be honest.
I like to keep
I just
that a
pretend that
secret.
he's just going off the top of his head.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say he might have prepared like, oh, tonight's mic check. I'm doing
For
this.
those
you
of you
know?
listening, whenever we do our mic checks, everybody usually does the same thing. Like, I'll just mumble or something to the mic, but when it's John's turn, he just starts like rapping off the top of his head.
I can like picture him like in the alley behind the studio, just like to
Working on
himself.
those beats.
I can't go in yet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all. That's comes from up here in
You
my
know,
head.
and your mic sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So clearly it works.
It's great. It's all part of the. But it's
Mic
also just
skills.
like a. You know how players will have like, they'll have their like, walk-up song, like baseball
Yeah,
players
yeah,
going
yeah.
to play. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
kind of my.
Like wrestlers.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a much better.
But the
example.
baseball players do it too now. I think every
Yeah.
sport should just have walkout
Yeah.
songs
Yeah.
for everybody.
If you had a walkout song, Summer,
Walkout.
would you be able to pick one?
Like define a walkout song?
So have you ever
exactly.
watched like Monday Night Raw WWE? Or just
my
any-
little sister has.
That's good to
and she
hear.
loves WWE,
It's
stuff
just
is
this,
so
I have
cool.
you
not.
hear the song and then they're like, oh, we know who's coming out right,
Right.
now. And
You
like
know-
it fits them,
Oh.
yeah.
They like walk out and they usually are like mean or like
Yeah.
some other crazy.
Like Eye of the
act.
Tiger. That's like a
Like
a good
okay.
one.
Might have like
Back in Black.
okay.
That's a
by-
good
Alright.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So
Interesting.
That's
Absolutely.
a powerful. That
That's
that
like a
one's like,
powerful
you know,
one. A
don't
lot of
mess
people
with
know
me.
it, so
Right.
people could sing along as well.
There you
It's
go.
like-
I think
about
that
the
fits
crowd.
with your beautiful black guitar
Oh,
right there.
thank
That
you.
is a
Yeah,
pretty
this
guitar.
is-
Yeah.
I've had her since I was 11.
Wow.
Wow.
So.
So what
I'm
was it a
18 now.
gift or was it?
Ooh.
Did you save up allowance money, steal
So-
it?
Lost all your teeth, got all the
Steal
quarters.
it. No, I think
That's a lot of teeth.
I was 11 and I started taking guitar lessons again, and my parents and I went down to the Guitar Center and we picked
Classic.
one out.
Did you go to
and rest
the
is
one
history.
in Monroeville? Or
It was so long ago. Man, I don't recall,
Her at 11 years
but-
old. We're in Robinson, right? Like where?
Yeah, but yeah, and she's just
I do
than,
love
my old trusty
She's,
steed. So
steady
Yeah.
steady going for you.
You said you took lessons again. Does that mean that you took them prior to the 11 too?
yeah, so the first time I took guitar lessons, I was 8.
Wow.
All I did at 8 was
And
like eat my
I was
nails.
in like 3rd grade. So I was in like 3rd grade, and there's a learning curve when it comes to guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, your fingers hurt and you're just so frustrated. And you're like, I just want to play my favorite song, but I can't. So I quit. But then I was like, oh, I wanted to be like Taylor Swift. That was my thing. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
starting again. I'm gonna make this happen. And I just.
What I think that's funny
picked it
about
up
you
from there.
saying that is when I heard you, I was telling Gage, I was like, you remind me of old Taylor Swift mixed with Avril Lavigne, and the fact that you said that made me laugh.
And
But
that compliment almost made me cry because it
Aw.
was beautiful. And
well, your
lovely.
songwriting,
It's
just
amazing.
everything. I
Thank
was
you.
like, this is old Taylor Swift, and I'm living for it.
Thank
so.
you. That's very kind of you. To say
Do you
that.
do you still look up to Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I do. I know people have really strong feelings about her when you don't even know a person, but I've always loved her music. I think she's done a great job, you know, being in the position that she is in with peering eyes on her 24/7, you know, just keeping a good head on her shoulders. And I've always enjoyed her lyrics, and I've kind of admired her songwriting process throughout the years. So yeah.
I respect Taylor
yeah.
Swift. I
Good,
saw
you
Taylor
know?
Swift live once. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
she puts on a really good
She
show.
put on a good show. I
She
don't know.
put- yeah.
I don't know if you. I saw her on the 1989 tour.
Yeah.
They
so
had, they had
Yeah.
these like everybody who went in the stadium got a bracelet,
Bracelet.
and it would light up to
Mhm.
the music. It was
Yes.
so cool.
So
it was
That's
cool.
incredible.
I know, and you get to
Yeah.
take them home, and like you could just whack it, and it would
Yeah.
light up. It was so fun.
That is like the
It's really
perfect
cool.
souvenir. That
It
is
was. I didn't have to buy. Not that I was really. No offense. Wasn't really planning on buying a souvenir, but you know, just really took out the middleman for me. Anyway,
Yeah.
good concert.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
What's the best concert you've ever been to? Have you been to
Ooh.
a concert?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I've been to a lot. I really enjoyed. There's a band called 1975.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I
Sam's
went
not
to
here at the
I was
moment.
gonna
Yeah,
say
she would've
yeah,
freaked out.
she, yeah.
their concert, and it was more kind of like intimate, and the guy came out with like a glass of wine, like the main guy with like a glass of wine in his hand and like a blunt in the other, like on stage. He was just like, I'm here, ready to sing, you know?
Mhm.
But it was really cool. Like, he was really expressive on stage, and I could tell everyone was into it. And I really enjoyed that. And I went with my best friend. It was just good vibes all
Good
around.
vibes.
you
Oh,
know?
we love the good vibes.
Have you
Yeah.
ever been to a concert that was terrible?
Ooh.
I'm always asking the audience.
Yeah.
No, no,
What's
that's
your
a-
worst experience?
That's an excellent question, though.
Yeah, because
Gotta
yeah,
know.
you don't think about that.
I really just like outing artists that are
Yeah.
bad live,
Yeah.
honestly. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Not.
You don't
not off
have
the
to give an
top of my
answer, yeah.
head. Yeah, I don't.
That's
I don't have
okay.
anything off the top of my head.
I
Yeah.
have one that wasn't a concert, but it was a performance,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
to speak. Actually, it kind of was a concert, but it wasn't. I wasn't expecting it to be. So, I don't know if you guys are at all familiar. I'm really asking the wrong demographic here, but with the writer Garrison Keillor.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
He-
I am Garrison Keillor.
You can tell that just by that name. Like that's an old
You made
dude.
that up. You're
No.
messing with us. There's no Garrison Keillor.
So this guy, who a lot of people really, he was a very popular radio host, but I think his primary, like what got him big, was writing a series of fiction novels about a fictional like town that he made up in Minnesota called Lake Wobegon, and basically just like wrote books about this
That's
place,
cool.
like a lot of them.
Mhm.
So like kind of an interesting guy, pretty well respected, and so he was going to have like a lecture at the Chautauqua Institute. Not sure if you are at all familiar
That
with
also sounds made
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
but-
this whole story's fiction.
It's
Keep
in-
on
making
going.
up
I'm watching
words.
you very carefully.
that. So it's in it's a small little lake town, I guess. Actually, it's hard to explain. It's this like very exclusive like group of wealthy people.
Ah,
And
you
it's
think
I'm
you're
so
better
I am
than
not
us. Just kidding.
I am not a member of the institute, but we did get tickets to see this guy give like a 2-hour lecture, and we thought it was going to be cool, like maybe just like talk about some of the current events and like, because he's not afraid to be a political commentator.
Yeah.
But this guy's like 85 years old at this point. And he ends up, he like started it out with a song, and he was just like, it was just him on stage, and there was like a piano, and that was it. It was like just him singing about something that honestly nobody knew what he was talking about. But like the old people were loving it there, and meanwhile, my sister and I are the only people under the age of 65 at this place. And so he would talk and then sing more songs, like interspersed. It was like probably 50-50, and it was just like nobody was expecting him to be singing. He's not a singer. He's never
He's an
released.
author,
He's
right?
never
Oh, no.
released music, from what I understand.
That's interesting.
And then eventually it just turned into him like kind of just like generation bashing. Like I think he was playing to his audience.
He was baby boomer now.
He's baby boomer.
And
And then
out.
you're there just like, hello.
And I could, you know, I was trying not to take offense to it.
Yeah.
Because I guess some
You
people
enjoy
were
his
finding
work.
it funny. But eventually it just became, like, he just became senile.
Yeah, well, it's
And at that point I was like, why am I here?
it's the baby boomer generation. Their brains have been rotted out by Facebook. And
Fox
they don't understand
News.
phones. They're like, they think we all try to click books all the time or
Right.
something stupid. So.
He said, there was one line he had, like, and you could tell by the way he delivered it, like, he wanted it to land so well.
Yeah.
And it was, like, so out of touch. So it did the exact opposite. And so my sister and my mom and I got up 30 minutes into
You
the
left.
act. And
You guys
Wow,
left.
you walked out.
You guys actually, it was so bad that
My
you actually like
goodness.
left.
that,
You were like,
well,
this ain't
I will
worth the
say,
money.
we were not alone. I think probably a good quarter of the audience was already gone when we left.
Oh, no.
And then at intermission, which was another half hour later, at that point, I'd say at least over half of the people had departed.
Dipped.
How
They're
did
like,
you know
never
if you
mind.
had left 30 minutes
Because
in?
we were like, my family was, we were hanging out
You were
on
just
like the
near. Okay.
in the little town.
You
where-
just want to see who else left. You're like,
The Chautauqua Institute sounds terrible. It
It's
sounds like
actually very pretty.
it
and
sounds like
it-
TED Talks but worse.
It's actually so, you know, it's 9:30, and I probably should stop with this
I'm glad I
story.
know. I'm glad I know
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
institute though.
I wanted to know more Garrison lore.
Yeah.
Well, basically, long story short, 2 months later, he became a victim of the Me Too movement.
Wow.
And got
Well,
just
that's no
taken down. No surprise there.
you know,
And
we
I'm pretty
don't-
sure he may have died.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Nothing left to do after that.
Yeah,
I
after
guess.
that,
Yeah.
pretty much just is like.
You've made it.
Well, I mean,
Hey, well, you know what?
I think it's
off.
time.
So that's the story, and we spent like $40 each.
Oh,
On
that's
the-
steep. That's really steep.
Steep for a really just senile performance.
To walk
Senile.
out
Senile makes
30
me think of a
minutes
really
in.
That was the
sad
best
dog.
part, honestly, was
Yeah.
being able to like stand up, make eye contact with this guy.
to be
That
self
guy.
Leaving.
Yeah.
to be so self-righteous and
I've
leaving.
never felt like being so disrespectful.
Yeah.
But I did.
I get nervous walking out of a movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, this. I hope the director.
Oh,
is in it.
God.
Yeah.
You ever-
It's like I'm just going to pee. I swear I really have to go. This
know.
movie is like 4 hours long. Like,
Oh man, I still to this day will have panic attacks. Like I remember going to see Black Panther, and I was seriously maybe 5 minutes in, and I was like, I should have peed
oh no.
before this. And
I always have to sit on the end of the. I remember I saw Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. I had to pee 6 times because I was just going for the refills. Yeah, I'm a thirsty boy. It's not good.
I love
You
this.
heard it here, folks. He is a thirsty
Yeah.
boy.
They really need to just. They need to put like a little porta potty in every theater to just.
Yeah.
make
That's
it-
the worst idea that I think you can come up with.
That's
no,
a
'cause it
great
would smell.
idea. What are
no,
you
it would
people
no. And then you
talking
could
about?
hear it
Yeah,
if it's
you would
inside the
hear
theater.
everyone, like,
No, that's not
Whoops,
good.
it's loud.
Make
I don't
the
know.
bucket underneath the seat at a 10.
Yeah,
I, well,
if-
because I
That's
think
really
I think if you
loud.
get up to go to the bathroom in the theater, you need to be. It needs to be somewhere where everyone can shame you. Like you go into the porta potty and everyone's like, "You're missing the film. You're an idiot." Anyway.
But then you're distracted from the film, and you're watching the person in the porta potty. And where's the porta potty gonna go? Like
Maybe we have to do it, but we should start testing.
Summer, have you ever walked out of a movie?
Have I walked out of a movie?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was, I don't know, it might have been, was it Daredevil or something like that? And,
Deadpool?
no, Deadpool. That's what I meant.
Okay.
And it was just,
You
you know,
didn't like
Daredevil
kind
was
of
a pretty
like,
bad movie too.
That's an
funny and
older movie. That's from like 2004.
That was a bad one too. I would walk out of that one too. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, yeah. There's not much to it. We just, wasn't feeling it, so we said, see you later. We're out,
Absolutely.
Well, movies are long and expensive. You shouldn't put yourself through it if it's not. I feel like there's a cutoff
but at that point, you've already spent
Yeah.
your money.
maybe you could
you
get a
know.
refund, but
No, they
Yeah,
don't do that.
they really
no,
They really
they're
aren't
not
about
gonna
that.
give you a refund. That's not how it works.
can we hear a song? Somewhere?
Oh my gosh, I would love to
I'm
play
ready.
a song.
Heck yeah.
So this is a song I wrote. It's called Casualties, and it goes like this. Oh, we were on the couch. Do you remember crossing our pinkies together? All the words were mess, but our ideas were set. Don't you know? Dreams begin when casual encounters with friends or lovers on the couch turn into moments you don't forget about. And all these dreams we're spitting out of our mouths were born on this dusty, torn couch. All hands on deck, we have something to say about all the couch casualties, couch casualties. One by one our visions fade away, just like the haze after a lonely day. And we can't wait to be back with the ones who finally get it, caught up in each other's glowing ambitions. Well, here we are, standing face to face. Everyone trying to give us solutions, but all we want is for someone to listen, 'cause we're visionaries that run out of money. So we're stuck on the couch, but that's okay, because our dreams will take us far away. All hands on deck, we have something to say about all the couch casualties, couch casualties. One by one our visions fade away, just like the haze after a lonely day. And we can't wait to be back with the ones who finally get it, caught up in each other's glowing ambitions. And I can see us now crisscrossed on the couch. White noise of the TV, our suppressed inhibitions making us talk all sorts of crazy. And everything's alright, because we're young and our lives are threads that lead us back to these less than notable nights on the couch. But they count because we believe in ourselves. Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Ooh,
Heck
thanks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate
That's
it.
great.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I
Thank
like
you.
the dynamic nature of it.
Mhm.
I felt like there were a lot of good
changes.
Yeah, just
Was the-
like kept you on your toes.
There's a lot of
Thank
really,
you.
really good
Thank
like
you.
youthful pop energy in that one. That
Yes,
was
thank
definitely
you.
great.
Full pop energy.
Cool.
Well, I really do think that the playing and the singing were both very clean. Like I think that was very
Thank you.
very clean. So
Mhm.
Thank
I
you
think
so
it's really
much.
cool when you do your like lyrics, and
Mhm.
I'm not like a music theory nerd, so I don't know really exactly how to describe this, but like it
Mhm.
carries over onto the next beat. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll like start playing,
Yeah.
and you'll like just like stretch out a word longer. It was pretty cool. I don't really know how to
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
I liked the flow of it because like you hear it and you think it's gonna go one way, but then it ends up sounding a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And-
it's really interesting to hear like other people's thoughts, because a lot of times like a lot of songs I have a lot of songs that have never been played to an audience
Yeah.
before, so a lot of times it just I just like create it by myself, and
Yeah.
it's only something that lives in my head and I know about, so to hear other people's like feedback is actually kind of like really nice to like just get different perspectives and like get out of my head about it and see how
Mhm.
other people like perceive it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Things
some of the
like that.
listeners would like to like
Chime in.
yeah, you could
true.
ask somebody who listened like how it came through.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
We
if
might-
they're
we might
listening
have a
right
phone
now,
number
we
or
I think
something.
if we paid the phone bill,
We could check the telegrams.
I never know who's paying the phone bill. these
Who's paying the
days.
phone bill,
But
guys? Come
somebody's
on.
If
paying
it's
it.
if the lines are open, please call.
Yeah.
We do have a phone number.
We do.
Somebody wants to read it for me.
I'll get the first three.
Okay.
724.
357
9487.
Again, guys, in that order.
I'll do the first three.
Yeah.
724.
357
9487.
That goes for all of our fans. Anybody listening, please feel free to give us a call. Compliment Summer and her wonderful music.
You can also order us a pizza.
You could. I would not.
Well, they wouldn't call us to order the pizza, right? They'd call someone
Well,
else first.
they're
Yeah.
calling to get our preferences.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
ask what our
pepperoni.
toppings would be.
Half
Um,
olives,
Yeah.
please.
If we had to get one pizza,
For all of us.
there are
Ooh.
there are 5 of us in this room,
Okay.
and we had to reconcile one pizza. What are we getting?
Well, first we have to decide.
A place.
Where we're
yeah,
getting
because
it
that's
from.
a big.
Okay.
I
and
think
also, who's paying for it? That's another thing that I always think about too.
pizza,
Well, no,
pizza
well-
place that starts
Alright.
with a V gets my
Remember, the audience is paying for it.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
vote.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Thank
okay.
you guys so much.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Consider
So
it.
yeah, write this down, by the way, folks. Don't forget to write down our preferences. So
Summer, what is your preferred pizzeria?
Okay. So
Choice.
oh, pizzeria or pizza?
And topping.
Okay.
Yeah.
are you familiar
So-
with
We
Indiana?
We went all the pizza
No,
team.
here's the thing. I'm not too familiar with Indiana's,
pizza scene.
Yeah, pizza scene. Thank you.
It's very
It
diverse.
really is a
Yeah,
scene.
really.
When you
There
think-
are
Every town is a
ton.
different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this might either bring us together or divide us. But
Oh,
I
no.
enjoy pineapple on my pizza.
I think that's fine.
I think it's
You
pretty
think that's
good.
I think
Yeah.
we've. All,
I won't order it
Okay.
out of my way, but if it's there, I'm gonna eat it.
To be honest,
So-
my biggest gripe is it's cumbersome to eat like pineapple on pizza. I've never ordered a pineapple on pizza and felt like it was easy. Like it just falls apart, man.
I mean, it's just little pieces.
Yeah.
I think you could say that with the chicken and
I don't
everything
know.
else.
Yeah, I guess
What
so.
if it's
I don't
like
think
the
it
little
should be.
rings?
Oh,
Like the
never
little
had
cut
that.
rings?
That
Like
would
a
probably-
slice of pepperoni.
That would actually probably be okay.
That's it. I wonder why that's not used
More
more
common,
commonly.
yeah.
that would really.
Who's chunking up the pineapple?
Yeah.
Who's blowing chunks on my pizza?
Why is that necessary? Why do we
See-
chunk it? Why don't we just slice it?
One time, my mom, she was like, "We're only getting one pizza," and I really wanted stuffed crust, but again, someone wanted pineapple on pizza. The stuffed crust wasn't ideal with the pepperoni, with the pineapple, yeah. Because I tried to eat
Why-
together. It just felt weird. Like I was like ready for like not that. if
Can
that
you
makes
use more
sense.
descriptive words?
More
Like,
descriptive
what
words. So
was
when I
weird
started
about it?
eating the slice, I was having the pineapple and the ham, slicing it up Hawaiian style. And there was like, oh, crust, normal crust. And then there was the cheese. And I'm like, I forgot about it. But then I want to dip it in marinara, which is not around. You don't get marinara with pineapple.
Pineapple. It's
Yeah.
an odd combination. Do you dip with your pineapple pizza,
No.
Summer? No dip.
I'm not a dipper.
Dip it in ranch. I don't think
No.
that'd be
What
good
about
at
the
all.
garlic butter sauce?
From Papa
No,
John's.
I
Yeah.
don't even do that. Just good old classic
That's-
pizza.
you're valid.
Untainted.
Gotcha.
Untainted.
So,
Wow.
wow, yeah. So, where have you ordered pizza in Indiana since you've gotten here?
No.
Really?
Well, only from Domino's, but like.
That counts.
Does that
Domino
count?
is so good. I'm sorry.
I agree.
No.
It's
I don't know.
cheap.
I feel like there's gotta be better out there.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
this can't be the peak of pizza. You know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be something more out
Oh,
there.
no.
I have a Domino's story.
Okay.
Please share.
From this nearest depository of pizzeria preponderance. It's my roommate and I ordered a pizza, a barbecue chicken pizza to be exact.
Oh,
and,
those are
and we
good.
were expecting a delicious pizza to arrive, but unfortunately, they left the cheese off. So there was, it was just crust, barbecue sauce, and
Ew.
chicken.
Did you call
Was
them?
it covered in sauce?
Yeah, it was covered in barbecue sauce.
No.
My sophomore year of college, I was vegan for 2 months, and my roommate
2 months? That seems like a
Alan-
long
it was
time.
Didn't feel that long. But anyway, we used to go to the Crimson Cafe and ask for a vegan pizza, and they would get so annoyed, but they would still make it for us, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just exactly that. It was just a pizza with no cheese. It was saucy bread.
And it's just like
It was really good.
it was good.
It was actually pretty darn good.
Well-
I'd also get like peppers on it.
well,
Bell
this-
peppers.
That does sound actually.
Wait, so
kinda
did they make the whole pizza for you and your
Yeah,
friend?
just a big saucy pizza.
No, did you like get the whole pizza, or was
Yeah,
it like
yeah,
left?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, say like imagine like left there, and then someone's like, "Oh, I want,"
Wow.
and they're like, "Wow."
You guys are at a Sicilian? Guess I'll get that. Get the sauce disc. Stop.
EJ, we've got to figure this out.
Not that funny.
Yeah. Please turn the mic. We're
All
gonna
right.
turn the mic.
You can't be you can't be too funny in this studio.
Yeah, you always
It
gotta-
is my curse.
It's just
God, this is 2 weeks running, folks. We're so sorry. Summer,
2
for
weeks.
context, and maybe for those who weren't tuned in last week, EJ caused the end of our show
She
last
pretty
week.
much
Yeah.
affected
I
me
was
bad.
actually listening to it. I laughed for 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Stoker sang for 4 minutes. So I was just like, I
Yeah.
laughed for that long.
it wasn't even that funny. Like I just
wa-
all that happened was that I mispronounced the name of
the
something
rapper.
intentionally. I'm not even gonna do it right now.
No, please
for,
don't.
for fear
Please do not.
of triggering it again.
I'm turning the mic again.
After-
Speaking of said person,
Yeah. No, you go ahead. My story was really stupid.
okay,
I'll save it
I'm
for later.
happy to save you. Are you? Do you plan on going to the homecoming concert? That would
No.
be tomorrow night.
No.
No.
You don't have tickets?
Are you doing it like out of spite, or are you just like not interested?
No, I'm just like
Yeah.
indifferent.
Out of
to be
spite.
honest.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
You should still go down and see the spectacle of like
Yeah.
everyone. I remember my freshman year, I tried to sneak into Little Uzi Vert. I made like a fake press pass, and I carried
You
a
did
camera around
not.
me, and Alan tried to get in.
That's so
Did it work?
funny.
No, it didn't work. Not even a little bit. They're
Oh.
like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, walking through the door.
Oh man,
Tail
Oh
between my
my.
legs.
that's a good idea.
You dress up like Lil Uzi Vert.
I
and
put
try
I
to-
put on like a big like green like army jacket like I was a war reporter or something. It was so stupid. We couldn't get in, so there was like an ambulance outside, and me and Alan would stand there. And anytime anyone left the concert, we'd be like, "Is Lil Uzi hurt?"
What?
Uzi
Point at the
hurt.
ambulance.
I like that. Oh,
What a
my-
night.
Yeah.
Dedication to that bit.
Freshman,
thank you.
Freshman year version of you
Of
is
me?
incredible.
No.
Oh, I'm just saying in
I- I
general.
I don't know about
like,
incredible.
I want to meet him.
You do?
I do.
He's a little chubby. He's
Oh my
Yeah, you
God.
definitely don't want to meet
Yeah,
him then.
He was cute though.
Yeah. I think we all were cuter back then.
That's true.
Yeah.
You were a cute freshman, John. I remember.
Pre-mustache.
You really came in your style,
Pre-mustache.
though.
I don't think
I
there
don't-
could be
I
a
don't wanna
John
think about
without a
that.
mustache. Yeah, not at all.
Don't identify with that John anymore.
I wouldn't.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I
John, I think of mustache.
yeah, it's my middle
You
name.
are the campus
Yeah.
mustache.
You are.
really are.
The
I-
campus
there's-
Anytime you see
Stash.
someone else with a mustache, you're like, but you're not John.
Every time I see it, I literally think this guy's copying John.
I
This is
will
John's
say,
thing.
and I'm not trying to take credit for anything because, like, I totally did the mustache thing my first semester of my freshman year, just like because I didn't know what the heck else to do with my life,
Yeah.
and so it really was on a whim. But I will say the mustache has become far more commonplace on campus.
I think it's going
Then-
through a big resurgence.
Yeah. Absolutely.
than it was ever before since I've been here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm not making any suggestions. I'm not saying I'm taking credit for anything. But
there
I
may be a
was
correlation.
You were first. You're the
Yeah.
trailblazer.
Summer, I wanted to ask you this earlier because I asked one of our previous guests, and I'm interested on your take on it.
Yeah.
This is a little bit off the track of what we were talking about, but so whenever you write songs, do you write the music first or the lyrics first?
It really depends. Like, it's never like a set process. 'Cause recently, like, a lot of times I'll just like be walking or whatever, and like a phrase will just like come into my head. You know, it sounds cliche, but that's just kind of how it happens. And then, you know, I write a couple things down, and then I'll go to, you know, go to my guitar, and sometimes I'll work with those lyrics and then just play around, find something feels right. And sometimes, you know, a chord progression comes first, and it really depends. And normally, like, I don't really, a lot of, like, some people like, write songs in 15 minutes. It kind of doesn't work like that for me. I kind of
Yeah.
That's
go
insane.
go back. You know,
Sounds like a
sometimes
superpower.
like things won't be added to songs for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'll just be playing like a certain part over and over again, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I don't know, I find something that, and then I
Yeah.
continue it, and then sometimes it gets finished after like a month of nothing happening to it, and you know,
Yeah.
it just really depends on like the inspiration around you and all that stuff. And yeah, so yeah,
I
that's
feel that a lot.
yeah.
Especially like people that can just show and be like, yeah, I'm going to write a song in 15 minutes. I don't know how you do that. There's no part of me that can sit down and be like, I'm writing a song right now.
Very
Makes you
careful.
wonder if they're a robot.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, because you
Like,
can't
that's
just
just not
write a
human.
song.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could do it, but like, there's no part of me that can.
Have you ever heard music written by robots or AI?
no.
It's kind of fascinating.
That does
I
sound
think
interesting.
Check
I
it
think I've
out.
heard like the music, not lyrically ever, but like just like instrumentals.
Are you talking about Daft Punk?
No. I mean, those two are definitely robots, of course, but maybe the exception.
Are they robots or aliens?
They're robots.
They're
I think
robots.
they're like
Oh,
androids.
yeah,
is
robot
kinda
rock.
yeah, it's kind of like the aesthetic I think they're going for. Aliens, maybe. Robots and aliens.
Could be.
You know, it's intersectional. There's a lot of things going on there.
It's a complex web.
It is, you know, it's a very
The-
complex
yeah,
web.
that I just don't think we have time for.
No.
Especially because I think Summer, do you have another song for us you'd like to play?
I do.
Heck yeah.
Let's hear
Heck
it.
yeah.
Sleepless night and a restless heart. Walking the supermarket aisle, midnight, all by myself. My head is full of violins because the sound makes me feel whole. I picture the sad, quiet, lonely motion of their bows, and hear the long, yearning music that reminds me of the lost hopes. And I don't regret it because I've learned that second chances aren't worth all the steps that you take backwards. And maybe one day you'll wish you handled the only poise and grace that complemented every move you made with more of a thoughtful hand. But that's too complicated for a careless boy to understand. I should have known from the way you turned away. My mama always taught me trust your instincts, but optimism clouded intuition. What a shame, and I can feel everyone's concerned eyes on me as I'm fighting through the embarrassment with a strong, stern face. And maybe one day you'll wish you handled the only poise and grace that complemented every move you made with more of a thoughtful hand. But that's too complicated for a careless boy to understand. Midnight, I need to escape my thoughts. So I drive to the nearest supermarket to people watch. Maybe it was the damn supermarket light or the cashier's sleepy eyes. But in these barren aisles, I noticed for the first time the quiet violins playing in everyone's minds. Thank you. I love the snaps. I really like that.
Yeah.
It adds
That's
an
what
air of
goes to.
sophistication.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know us.
Yeah,
we keep
yeah.
it only professional.
Yeah. Love it.
That was fantastic.
It was
It
awesome.
What
was
did you
really
guys think?
pretty. Yeah. I liked that there was a diversion from the other one, because the other one was a lot more like upbeat, or like as he said, like a little
Yeah.
bit more poppy. That one was a little slower.
Definitely showing off your range of capabilities.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
I wanted to ask you, what do you mean by you can forgive me if I get the lyric wrong. The violence behind everyone's mind, the quiet violence behind everyone's mind.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. This is crazy. I'm like, people are asking me questions about my songs. Like, what? This is so weird. But
This
I'm
is
like,
like
okay.
Intriguing lyric.
Just kind of, I think, like, in this song, violins, I've kind of, like, associated with more of a melancholy kind of feeling. And I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes, like, we get, like, so wrapped up in our own, like, misery sometimes or whatever it is. But, you know, I think, like, everyone kind of has their own little thing going on and their own kind of, like, sadness in them. And that's kind of what I meant by, you know, the quiet violins in everyone's minds, that, you know, everyone has, you know, something in their life that, you know, a moment, you know, that made them, you know, feel sad, or and I guess that's kind of my way of, like, concluding, like, maybe you're not all alone, you know, with, like,
Absolutely.
this thing that you're going through.
I think something that I find very relatable about that, something that my brother once told me just when I was going through a hard time, is that, like, it's a good thing to know your vulnerabilities, because we all have them, and when you know them, you have a chance to acknowledge them and understand them better, and that, you know, will hopefully relieve some of the distress or pain or anything like that that's bringing you. That's how I really related to that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I mean, that's awesome. That's
But
like,
you're like, that's
yeah.
absolutely wrong. That's
You're
not-
right.
You have missed the whole point.
But I really like that.
Yeah, no, I think that's like one of the really cool things about songs though is like you hear a song by an artist and like you relate to it a certain way and you almost come up with like your own story to the song and how
Sure,
it fits in your life and what
absolutely.
you think it means. And then
Mhm.
sometimes like when you hear like the actual reasoning behind why an artist writes a song, you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that was their perspective.
Mhm.
You know, and how
yeah.
songs can just be applied and interpreted in so many
Yeah.
ways. And that's with any like creative outlet, I think.
Yeah,
You can all
definitely.
different perceptions.
You can definitely take it at like different times in your life too. Like you could listen to this in a couple of years and it could mean something totally different than whenever you wrote it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, we're not going to close it quite yet, but I will. Yeah, you've got it tuned in. It's been a wonderful show here with Summer Skillen.
Also, the guys that
Skillen, yep.
pizza, I'm still hungry.
Oh, yeah, we
nobody-
are still
we're
waiting.
we're just gonna sit in the studio and wait for that.
Yeah.
Dissolve.
Yeah.
Well, the phone lines are open 24/7, so I don't think that we're
We're
going
paying
anywhere.
for them.
Yeah.
So one of us is.
Yeah.
Not sure who.
Someone's paying the phone bill, so you can pay the pizza bill. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We'll get the
please.
tip.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. We're
Gage
not
will get the
hard-
tip. I didn't say I'd get that, but
Are you supposed to tip if I pick up a pizza? Right.
no.
I don't
if you
think
pick up
so.
Just making
No.
sure.
Nah.
It's like I walked out the other day. I was like, did I just?
No.
That's like
You
I
know
think
what?
you
I
tip
just
at a
did.
buffet, but some
I
people
did leave a
think you
tip.
shouldn't.
Okay.
I
But
would
it
tip
was
it.
the day that I
Yeah.
picked up that barbecue pizza with no cheese.
Ah.
So I should not have left a tip.
That's
that
what you
I should
get.
have
You're just
inspected the pizza.
encouraging poor behavior.
Yes, absolutely. I should
Did you
have.
call?
No,
You, you didn't call. You just left it. You just ate it.
Oh, yeah.
I just-
You could have
I-
called. You could have got another
we were
free
There was
pizza.
a party to be had.
You could no, but
and
you could have got like a get it later.
It's pretty funny. Like, yeah, you guys just didn't give me.
Imagine that person answering and then they don't know anything. They didn't make the pizza. They're like, I really this person on the phone says that there's no cheese.
cheese off the pizza trying to get a refund, you jerk? Never call this number again.
You know, I also see it from this perspective. You know, if you did call that guy when he gets
Puts
off
you
the
on hold,
phone,
yeah.
he's like, "Yo, this guy's freaking nuts."
He
said
thinks,
he
yeah,
didn't put
because
cheese.
people will call from Hardee's. I worked there for a while, and they'd be like, "There's no like." The one person said there was like no cheese on a cheeseburger, or like there's no burger. They said there was just a bun. And then I got off the phone. I was like, "This person really they really think that we just gave him a bun, but we probably did." We got.
Where did you
So,
work?
Hardee's.
Oh, that explains
The-
that.
Yes, Hardee's.
It's called they're charbroiled
Who
thick
is
burgers.
stopping to eat at Hardee's?
You'd be surprised.
Unbelievable.
You really. And then
Further
the thing
north
is
that you go.
Summer, I was actually I wanted to ask you this earlier and I forgot. But do you get nervous doing a performance? Because I know you said you have done.
I mean, yeah, I think being nervous like means you care.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, because I've done a decent amount of like performing, like acting and singing. I've learned how to like channel those nerves into a performance, and I'm human.
Mhm.
Like sometimes it can like affect your performance a little bit, but I've just always been able to put it into a performance, and I also I prepare too. I think
Yeah.
preparing helps with a lot of the nerves, and you just roll with it. And I kind of like how live performance, like if it wasn't your best, well then that's it. Like it's done,
Yeah.
it's over with. It is what it is,
Yeah.
and you move on. You know what I mean?
That's a really good point because I know with
Yeah.
like recording music, you can go back to it 14 million times and be like, wait, that's wrong.
Exactly.
But like live, it's over and it happened, and it's usually fine. Like usually the first few times,
Fine.
yeah.
And if it wasn't your best, then you learn from it.
Yeah.
And you move on. But yeah, definitely like when you're like recording yourself, it's like I could spend like forever just going back. Like, no, it needs to be exactly
Yeah.
like this. When with a performance, no one can really tell the difference between. 'Cause it's especially with your own songs. 'Cause, like,
They're not gonna come up and be like, you messed that up, and you're like, it's
Yeah.
my song. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
mhm.
I was just curious
Yeah.
because I've heard it go both ways when people say that they have done, performance in the past where they say like, no, I actually vomit every single time before I go on
Yeah,
stage, and then there are some people who just love
I
it.
still do. I do love it.
Yeah.
I do love it, but there's still that like intense feeling Because
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing like live performance and like even acting. Like I did fall play where like we had the audience right on the stage and like 3/4 around us, so they were like right in our face.
Yeah.
So that kind of like doing that kind of live performance and like having to focus, because like sometimes your best friend will be like making faces at you in the middle of the show, but you're like, I have to
Yeah.
see that out.
Man.
Or sometimes
Yeah.
someone will forget a line.
Oh.
Or even when you forget a line with a song, like you know that feeling in your stomach.
Oh, it
Yeah.
just
It
drops out.
just
It's so
drops.
bad. And then
It's so bad. And then like there's that moment like when that happens where there's two ways it can go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's either gonna go bad or you're gonna, not let the fear overcome you.
Yeah.
And you find a way to like work through it. And most of the time the audience, if it wasn't like huge, most of the time the audience
They won't even notice.
You don't even know.
doesn't
No.
know
Yeah.
what's going
unless you
on.
stop and be like, "Oh, I messed up," they usually don't notice. So,
Yeah.
guys, don't worry. I'm right there. That was a mess.
If you
guys.
pass out on
I'm sorry.
stage, the audience will
Will
not
not.
bat an
Yeah.
eye.
It's-
They are clueless.
It's a dangerous precedent to start.
Were you in thespian society in high school? You said fall play, so I thought.
And she's wearing a Shakespeare shirt. too.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you
I
ever
think-
do like
I don't know.
Shakespeare monologue contests or things like that?
Yes.
I was gonna say,
did.
Wow.
I actually
Thank you
did.
for asking.
I noticed your
I
shirt, and
did.
actually, I did them for like 4 years. Like, I
Really?
did do those.
I auditioned every year from 7th grade all the way up till last year, 12th
Oh,
grade.
see, I
and
didn't.
It's fantastic.
I loved auditioning for it, and I love, doing Shakespeare
Yeah.
scenes.
I did
and
it with my
learning them,
school.
and- Yeah, I did
But-
through my school.
Yeah,
That's-
I always
did
left
it.
my shirt on the bus, and that's what I was getting to. I saw her shirt when she came, and I was like, "Ah, all of mine." Every year for 4 years, I left it on the bus.
Oh,
Years
Like-
running back.
really?
And then I get it does, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I could have a cool shirt.
Yeah.
No, I left it
I
on
have
the
like
bus.
5 of these in,
Your
like, different
parents must have
colors.
so many questions.
Yeah.
Oh, she left it again.
Yeah, it happened 4 times. It happened 4 times, and the one time I'm like, not gonna forget it. Somehow it's on the bus. I think someone's taken it. I really do. I think they were like, "You know, EJ."
Maybe in
4
5 years
times.
from now, you'll find it at a Goodwill. Like,
But it
you'll
wouldn't be
find-
mine. Like,
No, if it was yours, you
I'd
could
still
just
buy
tell
it. Oh
was
yeah, I'd be
yours.
like, "No, this is mine," and I would never tell the bus story again. I'd just be like, "Yeah."
No, I found them.
Yeah.
I found it under the bus.
Where
seat.
I went to the bus station and go,
Yeah,
"Guys,
it's
you know,
under
you
there.
guys take us on this field trip for a Shakespeare monologue contest. I left my shirt on that bus."
That's the thing about thrifting clothes. You can steal minor valor. Like
Yeah.
I've got so many family reunion shirts for
yeah.
families I'm not a part of.
Wait, the funniest thing is getting a
Yo.
picture frame and then just leaving the family in it from Goodwill because you're like, they look better than anything I'm gonna put in there. So
Oh, man.
My one friend Will, he got like this Desert Storm shirt from a Goodwill, and he went out in public, and somebody walked up to him. By the way, he's like 20. Somebody comes up and is like, "Oh my God, are you a veteran, sir?" And he's
Oh,
he's in an
no.
Applebee's. He's like, "No, no, I was not even alive."
Everybody's offering to pay for your check.
I got your meal.
You're like, what? Why is everyone?
I think with the meal
I
thing a
thought it
lot,
was a
like
band.
when it's your birthday, they don't check out. They're like, "Give me your driver's license." So like, could I just be like, "It's my birthday, haha, I want dessert."
I used to know people who would do that all the time. It kind of annoyed me.
I always thought about it, but I never actually did it because I just kind of felt
Because,
bad.
like-
But it feels like a garbage
I was
thing
just
to
gonna say,
do.
because the local Japanese restaurant, you'd go, and if you told them it was your birthday, they would play this like obnoxious Japanese happy birthday ripoff, and people just wanted to hear it. So
It's just lame.
It was a good song.
Get-
it is lame.
Do something better.
It's like people have done that joke before. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell the waiter you're gonna die today instead?
What?
Oh my God.
Because that's gonna get you free
See what
dessert.
It's not my
happens.
birthday. It's actually
But-
my death day. Do you have a little song for that? Maybe?
There's a
That
ritual
is.
sacrifice going on
Imagine the
tonight.
waitress being like, "Can I just get you more water?" Like she wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Oh, it's your death day, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little bottle of champagne.
Yes.
That works.
This is incredible. Man, it's 10:09 on the
getting
clock.
time.
So
Yeah.
I feel bad, but
Time.
this has been such an excellent show.
It's been excellent.
Can we
Thank
do
you.
a quick round of shout-outs?
I would love
Yeah.
to do that.
Summer.
Shout out for what was
Just-
shout
just
out?
to
Shout out to
Anyone.
anybody out
Um,
there.
Oh,
A little strumming my guitar in there, getting ready,
Little song.
shout out to Justin McMillan, if you're out there listening. Thanks for tuning in, man. I would like to thank my mom, my dad for this moment. I've only ever dreamt of being on Local Limelight. So
Thank
thank you guys for letting
The
me
dream
on
has-
it.
Can we?
It's
I'm gonna
true.
pause you for 1 second.
Yeah.
Can we quote that and put that on our like Instagram or something?
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm sorry. It was like I've only ever dreamt to be on
Something.
Local
Yes.
Limelight.
I don't recall now.
That's going on.
It'll be the
our-
first post.
That's going
Yeah, it'll be
in
on
our bio.
Yes, in our bio. Oh yeah, quote it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
Continue with your
that's
shout-outs.
about it. Just
Justin, mom, dad.
yeah, Justin, mom, dad, my sister, Lainey, if you're
Mm.
out there, Joey. You know, just thanks everyone for supporting me, and
Thanks, gang.
and that's all. Someone else, take it away.
Rachel, mom, dad, Lula, sugar breast dad.
Well, you could still shout
Maple
out.
is my living dog.
What?
And my
Wait,
little-
how did you
my
mistake
little
in your
brother- I
living
don't
for your
know. I
not
was just
living
so used
dog?
to saying her name. It was just
Oh.
like,
Oh,
good dog. She was
well
a good
now
dog.
I'm sad.
She was a good dog. Sorry, sugar bear. Anyway, continue.
Wow.
I believe my dad and my mom are listening, so shout out to them. Thanks for listening. It was my stepmom's birthday the other night.
Oh, happy
so-
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
late
And
birthday.
Hey, it was also my little brother's birthday. So
Whoa, it's the same day?
Yes, the exact
That's
same
pretty
day.
cool.
That is pretty. It
Not
is-
the same
it's
year though, right?
Same
No. No.
You're so messed up, EJ.
Yeah.
This has been
I'm just making sure.
one of the more inexplicable shows.
What?
That's
Can you
honestly
how many times? Because you can
stupid.
like reheat chicken a couple times. How many times can you re-toast toast?
Wait,
Wait,
you can reheat.
Yeah. Wait.
Don't do that.
Back it up.
All right, we're going into dangerous.
Check it out. I've been
Oh, no.
microwaving the same piece of chicken for 3 years. It'll be ready very soon.
It's the same thing.
Well, okay, the first time it gets cooked, and then you can heat it like a couple more times, right? Like,
I guess you could, but I'm asking in what context? Like
like
why?
okay, here's what
How
happens.
does a piece
You
of
have a
chicken
pita-
last
you-
you more than like 2 days?
You have a piece of grilled
Gotta
chicken.
Get it warm again.
All right.
No, wait, okay. You
Okay.
you cook the chicken, so it's not red anymore. You ate some of it, but you didn't finish it. Then you go to heat it up, but then your mom calls, and you gotta go get the laundry, and now it's cold again. So you have to heat it up. Then you realize you're not even hungry for it. So you put it back in the fridge, and then the next day you're like, oh wait, still got that chicken. Heat it up again.
I like to imagine the chicken is like a samurai sword, and you're just like heat treating it
Yeah.
until
Until it's
I will fold the chicken on itself 1,000 times. Okay.
Oh.
Any more shout outs?
Yeah, I was just to give a shout out to the mogul.
Yeah.
We missed her
Yes.
We
tonight.
did.
And Moose, I don't know what the heck you're doing these
Yeah,
days.
he's
but-
out. He's just out of commission.
Yeah. But we missed y'all. So come back on the show, please, next week. EJ, any shout outs?
Shout out to my iguana Toes. You're almost 2 years old. You were the size of my pinky, and now you're the size of my arm. Toes is my iguana, by the way.
Oh.
I love
Very-
them.
I said it, then I was like, I have to I have to
I love
specify.
my toes.
I love that. Before we sign off, we're just gonna go around and I want you all to say what your favorite pizza joint in Indiana is.
In Indiana.
Yeah, and this is for Summer. This is for you. So you feel free to give a shout out to maybe your hometown favorite, but we're gonna help you and
Alright.
any of our listeners,
Okay.
um,
I'm taking notes.
so that they can make an educated decision on their pizza. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Capri Pizza
Okay.
Yeah.
right off campus.
Honorable choice.
It's a hard one. It's
Mhm.
not like a clear cut favorite, but well,
What's the one by the greenhouses?
Pizza
Pizza
House.
Villa.
Pizza Villa.
No,
That's
Villa.
Capri.
Yeah.
That's Capri.
Capri.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's by
Capri
the,
Pizza.
Then
Yeah.
yes, that is. That
See,
is
I like
my
that place,
favorite.
but I don't even really like their pizza. I love the shawarma.
I think it looks cool over there, and actually, totally unrelated. I signed a lease for the house that's next to the greenhouses, so it's not a greenhouse, but it's right there.
That whole Pizza House compound
It's
makes
weird.
me very,
Very.
uncomfortable.
Wait, it reminds me of the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, we're getting a ring.
Here,
Alright.
Ring! Oh my God, guys, this is apparently never happened before. I'll go ahead. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Keep talking pizza.
All right, so pizza. The greenhouse is all we were talking about. Okay, guys, I've only ever ordered from like Domino's, and everyone else orders somewhere else, and then I'm like, oh, I guess it's time to eat that. So have you guys actually ordered pizza from somewhere else?
Yeah, well, here, see, my answer for this question is, you've been to the restaurant Josephine's, maybe? It's
I've-
on Philly Street.
I don't think
It's like,
so.
it's not really a pizza joint. It's like an Italian restaurant that happens to serve pizza. So I
Okay.
feel like a jerk saying that's my answer, but I do like that restaurant.
Okay.
So I'm going to answer that.
But isn't Italian like they created pizza?
Yeah.
So
Yes, we did.
We did.
We
So
did.
shouldn't most
Me.
Italian places have pizza?
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah, I think
Right?
most Italian places do. But I feel like there's places that do just like, I don't think, does Benjamin's, which is, I guess, I think what constitutes an Italian restaurant is a very subjective question. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I don't, does Benjamin's, or does even Olive Garden have pizza?
Olive Garden has like, I think they have like a flatbread type thing,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
not
not
a-
necessarily pizza.
They have stromboli, which is pizza folded over itself.
True.
They also have pasta that's nothing like pizza, but
Mm.
you know.
I want to see who we got. Tony. Whoa.
Uh,
We got a call from a mob boss.
Is somebody talking about
Yeah,
pizza?
who's Tony?
Tony, thank you so much for your call. Folks, Tony just wanted to throw out a pizza shout out for us all.
Oh, what is
Ooh.
it?
Is it Tony's Pizza?
No.
Tony,
No,
you shouldn't have.
absolutely not. I never would do that to Tony. He says the best pizza place he's ever had. The owner's name was John Bella Village Pizza. Currently in Southside
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
and formerly in Shady Side.
I know exactly. the
But he
place.
said that's the best slice he's ever had.
Wow.
So thank you,
Best
Tony.
slice.
Little
Some
slice
very
of
It was
heaven.
si-
there is some very good pizza in the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's some incredible.
Are you
pizza.
familiar with that, Summer?
No, I'm not.
Well,
No.
thank you, Tony. I know next time I'm in Southside,
Give
I'm
it a
going to check
shot.
out Village Pizza
Yeah.
Yeah.
and say hello to
Good
Mr.
know.
John Bella.
I love
Tony.
that the pizza. It was such a good piece of pizza. He's like, I'm calling it.
He
like,
well,
People have to know.
he is doing everyone a service. I hope we all know
thanks,
that.
Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Shout out
Next-
to Tony tonight.
Next one's on us, Tony.
Yeah, we got you, Tony.
Wait, do you think Tony's ordering us pizza right now?
That would be nice, Tony, but don't feel like you're being.
Yeah, you're not
You don't
obligated.
have to do that. Honestly,
We're calling you out, Tony.
Yeah.
We have your
Yeah.
phone number.
We love it.
You think
Thank
a guy
you.
with a name like Tony could swing a free pizza for us, but I guess not.
Tony.
Don't.
Tony.
Any.
Oh,
Oh, no. On that note,
no.
um,
I think it might be time.
I think it's about that time we wrap it up. But thank you so much, Tony. And let that serve as an example for the rest of you all. Call in. We're nice
That's
people.
our first call of the year, isn't
We'll,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're nice people. We'll talk to you. We'll
Mhm.
be happy to share.
We won't force you to get us a pizza.
We
Yeah.
really won't.
We'll just
We'll imply
encourage you
it
to
very
do
heavily.
so. Yeah, but you don't have
but-
to.
you
Just
know.
we'll guilt trip you if you.
Yeah.
No, we're joking.
Next time we answer the phone, like, did you get us pizza? And say no.
Well, yeah. Just
see.
if you don't want us to spend your money on pizza, just don't give us your credit card number.
That's fine.
I mean, we'll ask, but you can deny. All
Summer,
right.
thanks for coming in.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you, Summer,
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
For
It was
having
so
me.
good.
Thank you.
I love a good bop.
And real quick before we go
Yeah.
off, so Summer, just so people know where they can find you, you're at open mic a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have your music posted anywhere online, maybe?
I have like one song on SoundCloud.
Okay.
I don't even remember my username.
That's
That's
okay.
like how much I don't post on it. I have somewhat of a YouTube channel. Just, type in my name.
Alright.
Yeah, but
And how would they spell it?
Summer, like the season. And then my last name. Actually, I can't remember if I'm like going by like Summer Violet on my YouTube channel, but Violet like the flower,
Mm-hmm.
and Skillen, Skillen.
Excellent.
If you're feeling like
Excellent
it,
stuff.
check it out.
Sounds
All
great.
right, sounds like a plan to me.
We absolutely would love to, and would encourage everyone else to as well. Thank you so much again for coming on the show, folks.